A reborn 16-year-old girl lives in a shabby, run-down apartment. She thinks her family is completely poor, but she has no idea her parents are hidden billionaires. They fake poverty and act like a loving couple just to give her the warm childhood she never had. Suddenly, the girl flashes back to her past life. Her family was filthy rich, but her parents fought nonstop with money as their weapon. They forced her to choose between them, breaking her young heart. She hated the cold wealth and longed for a warm home more than anything. At that moment, the girl wakes up to her new life. She's been reborn for a full 10 years. Her parents got back together, and their family went bankrupt overnight. They live in a tiny old house, eat plain pickles for meals, and live a tight, simple life. But the parents love each other deeply, and the family finally has the peace she dreamed of. Immediately, the girl kisses her parents and wishes them a happy 10th remarriage anniversary. She grabs her school bag and runs out happily, completely unaware of the secret hidden behind the shabby walls. The next second, the parents rush to close the curtains and panic. They quickly hide piles of gold bars, priceless antiques, and luxury collections. A team of assistants scrambles to clean up, terrified of exposing the truth. The father wipes a golden stone used to press pickles, pretending it is a cheap lucky charm. Unexpectedly, the girl runs back to grab her forgotten school ID. She freezes at the sight of the golden objects and moving luxury decorations. The parents stutter and make silly excuses, blaming gas and weird noises on trivial things. They push the girl out the door in a panic, barely escaping being caught. But on the other side, the parents collapse on the sofa and sigh in relief. They reveal the full truth. They are trillionaire tycoons who gave up all their glamorous luxury. They created the poor life to heal the girl's broken heart from her past life. They have spent 10 years walking on thin ice to keep their secret. Suddenly, a mysterious young man appears in front of the girl at school. He claims to be the father's secret son and the girl's long-lost older brother. He hands the girl a bank card with 5 million yuan and orders her to leave their father for good. At that moment, the girl refuses the money firmly. She says she will never leave her father, no matter how much money she is offered. She runs home in fear and tells her father everything. The father's face turns pale, but he forces a calm smile to comfort his daughter. Immediately, the father brings the young man in front of the girl. He lies that the young man is a rich, rebellious boy who just wants to experience life as a laborer. The young man plays along and acts like a silly street punk. The girl is confused but chooses to trust her father. The next second, the girl notices the young man's familiar name and suspects he is her father's illegitimate child. She demands a DNA test to prove the truth. The father panics but agrees, secretly ordering his assistants to fake a perfect false test report overnight. Unexpectedly, the girl sees the fake test result and apologizes to her father for doubting him. She hugs him tightly and lets go of all her worries. The young man watches the warm scene and feels guilty. He admits he has missed his father deeply for years and only wants to be part of the family. But on the other side, the young man makes a bold decision. He swears to win the girl's trust and become a real member of the family. He starts acting like a loyal, silly servant, following the girl everywhere and calling her his master. He protects her from bullies and does all the hard work for her. Suddenly, mean classmates corner the girl at school. They laugh at her shabby clothes and mock her father for being a lowly fishmonger. They say her family smells like fish and call her a poor loser. The girl holds her head high and refuses to back down. At that moment, the young man jumps in front of the girl and fights off the bullies. He calls the girl his goddess and swears to protect her from any harm. He uses his silly, loyal act to scare the bullies away. The girl is touched by his bravery and decides to bring him home as her official older brother. Immediately, the girl runs home and asks her parents to adopt the young man. She tells them he has no family and lives alone on the streets. The parents look at each other and agree without hesitation, wanting to keep the girl happy. The young man cries and calls them mom and dad, finally gaining a real home. The next second, the mean female classmate refuses to accept defeat. She spreads more rumors about the girl's poor family and tries to turn everyone against her. But the girl remains calm and proud. She tells everyone her family works hard and earns honest money, which is nothing to be ashamed of. Unexpectedly, the mother shows up at school with a seemingly cheap peace charm. She says it is blessed by a temple master and can keep the girl safe from bad people. What the girl does not know is the charm is a top-level token of a powerful secret society, making her the unseen leader of the group. But on the other side, the father gives the girl a simple wooden hairpin. He says he found it while fishing at the dock. The hairpin is actually a priceless royal antique from the Ming dynasty, worth hundreds of millions. The The girl thanks him happily, cherishing the simple gift more than any luxury. Suddenly, the girl finds her mother lying to her about going grocery shopping. She sees the mother meeting a handsome young man in secret. The girl's heart breaks. She thinks her mother is cheating on her father and destroying their perfect warm family. At that moment, the girl asks her adopted brother for help. She plans to confront the handsome man and drive him away from her mother. She withdraws a huge amount of money and marches to the man's office, determined to buy him off and protect her family. Immediately, the girl slams the unlimited bank card on the table. She orders the man to leave her mother at once and never come back. The man smirks and says he already has 5 such cards. He points to the peace charm on the girl's chest and reveals a shocking secret. The next second, the mother rushes in and stops the girl. She admits the handsome man is her adopted son, who she sent to Africa for medical aid for 10 long years. He lost his parents young, and the mother raised him alone, hiding him to protect the girl's peaceful life. The girl cries and hugs her long-lost brother, feeling deeply guilty for her misunderstanding. Unexpectedly, the father suddenly collapses on the floor in extreme pain. His face turns pale, and he cannot speak or move. The whole family panics. The mother holds him tightly and cries for help. The adopted brother checks his pulse and orders everyone to stay calm. But on the other side, the mother dials the emergency number at once. She gives the address clearly and begs the ambulance to hurry. The children hold their father's hands and beg him to stay awake, terrified of losing the most important person in their life. Suddenly, the hospital delivers devastating news. The father has a deadly brain tumor in a very dangerous spot, pressing on critical nerves. Only one top surgeon in the country can perform the high-risk surgery, and he is leaving the country in 2 weeks for his daughter's birthday. At that moment, the girl's heart sinks. She finds out the top surgeon is the father of her mean female classmate. She swallows all her pride and runs to the classmate, begging her to convince her father to delay the trip and save her dad. Immediately, the mean classmate acts arrogant and cruel. She laughs at the girl's desperation and demands she kneel down and beg like a dog.